All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to more Starfield. My name is Gruzbee. The Catgirl mascot is Fumi-chan, and together we are the internet's #1 providers of cringe. That's right. It's all cringe all the time, just like old school cable. You know, when they would run those marathons, it's kind of like that, only with more cringe. Anyway, welcome to the channel, everyone. Welcome. I hope everyone is having a great weekend. We are going to be continuing our Crimson Fleet faction quest line. So we've got some stuff to do. Let's just jump into it. Also, a big, huge shout out and hello to everyone over on the Twitch platform. How you doing? Welcome. Let me see. Let me make sure everybody is everything is still good here. So far, so good. Excellent. I need to change something around here real fast. I will be right with you guys. Let's see. We are going to put this over here like so. Ready? And excellent. All right, let's continue where we left off. Let's make sure we are on the right character here. Show all saves. I think we're playing, yeah, we are playing Babs, I do believe. Right, I think we last left off at the den because we had some contraband we needed to get rid of.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. But let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. They call it the Great Serpent. Is it real?
All right.
Not if I know, but they think it is, and that makes them dangerous.
Okay, so I think we're heading back to our ship. All right, let's go.
Separation complete.
Oh, before I get too deep into this, since I did put in the new, or put in my old AMD GPU, I just want to make sure that everything is looking good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Dynamic resolution off, render scale, brightness, contrast, everything. Everything looks good. Upscaling, what is this? FSR3, yep, that's what we want. What is this? Enables variable rate shading during rendering. Okay, everything looks good. We are good. Let's go back. Oh, I am gonna need my controller for this. All right. Do. All right, so our next objective, we got to break into a bank. Gotta go to New Atlantis. Excellent.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
Might need to turn the volume down a little bit. See, what is it at? 85. Turn it down just a little bit. Although I gotta admit, it is nice being able to hear everyone talking. All right, we're gonna go to the commercial district.
Huh. Your file here just says scoundrel. Lots of expletives. Look, whatever trouble you're bound to cause, do it somewhere else.
I like that.
You have a nice day now.
Although I'm curious as to how they're able to pull up my file like that. I guess they have like a tablet or something. So, yeah. They're gonna like just immediately bring up all my my life's history. It says here you're a space scoundrel. Is this the gal bank? No, this is enhanced. I don't want to change my face. Hey, what's going on, Sylvia? How you doing? Welcome to the chat stream. Chat stream? Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. Welcome to the live stream chat. There we go. I said it correctly. All right, so this is the gal bank. I'm not exactly sure. I think it stands for Galaxy Bank, but Gal Bank just sounds weird whenever I say it, but maybe it's Galactic Bank. I don't really know. Point is, we got to break in. So we need to get over here. Security monitoring on premises. Hello there.
Hello. Welcome to the the Galbank Archives. May I see your credentials, please?
Yes, you may.
Just one moment while I verify. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives.
It's so weird. I don't think I'm a mister. You're acting a bit strange there, sir.
Me? No. Look, this is my first day on the job. Just cut me some slack, okay? I can't afford to lose it. I got a wife and kids to feed. Everything checks out. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. There we go. Have a wonderful day.
All right. Now, don't do anything weird. I won't have to taser you. You see, I guess I go in over here. All right. Woo! I'll just close that behind me. The Gal Bank Archives. All right, so we have to... Oh my God. It's being robbed, and I'm the one here to rob it. Bunch of crap.
Maintain control.
Dude, what did they shoot me with? I'm still oozing over here. Oh, no, no. Oh, man. You guys are causing a ruckus?
This is over.
Who is talking? Y'all need to not talk, because your voice sounds weird. Okay, how do I get upstairs? Where's the upstairs? I know there is an upstairs. Aha. Wait till I get up here. You're gonna be sorry. Alright, recover information regarding Galbank's lost transmission. And first I'm gonna take their credits. I'm gonna take that. Alright. Is anybody else up here? I don't have to shoot anybody. Alright. Good enough. Hey, Racer X, thank you so much for the resub. What do I mod? Oh, I'm not sure I showed this. I know I showed it off in one of my streams, but mostly, like, for example, I added this gun, because I like it. Most of the weapons are kind of, I don't like them. So I wanted a different weapon, one that was just a little bit stronger. It is kind of like putting it on easy mode. This outfit, for example, is an add-on, because I don't like most of the outfits in the game. I fixed it so that when I register my ship to sell it or make it a home, it doesn't cost like half the price of the ship. It costs a reasonable amount. Just stuff like that. Most of the mods that I do to my games are not designed to break the suspension of disbelief. They're meant to complement the lore. So I'm not gonna, like, it was when mods started being a thing in Starfield, like the first thing people did was turn it into Star Wars, and I'm not about that. If I want to play Star Wars, I'll go play a Star Wars game. Alright, Lost Ship Registry. Serendipity. What? Okay, lost on September 29th, 2188, Captain DB Redgrave. Classification, transport, cargo, credits. Cred tank load. Approximate value, 1.76 ILM-C. Departed point, Alpha Centauri Jemison. Intended arrival point, classified. Last known system position, unknown. Full transponder loss. Last known planetary location, unknown. Search attempts, 4, failed. Good Lord, they lost a lot of money. Like, here's the thing. There's no paper money. It's all ones and zeros. And it's transferred on giant hard drives. And it's a ship's cargo hold full of hard drives that is full of money. It's a lot of money. Let's see. The legacy. Lost March 5th, 2211. Captain X Liang. Classification, transport, cred tank load. Approximate value, classified. Departure point, classified. Intended arrival point, classified. Last known system position, Bannock. Last known planetary location, Bannock 4. Search attempts, 8. Failed. Wow. The Prosperity. Intended arrival point, classified. Who are they shipping this money to, is what I want to know. I mean, why would you classify basically a bank transfer? That makes no sense. You were thinking about mods like make it more or less empty? No. Anything like that is going to end up probably breaking the game. I'm sure there are mods that can do stuff like that, but it's really difficult to mod procedurally generated environments. I don't have a problem with Starfield. I like what they tried to do. I get what they tried to do. They wanted to give people all these places to go, to get resources, to explore. But the problem with procedurally generated worlds is that once you land on them, then it sort of becomes a one and done. And I think it would have been best if they had made it 1 or 2 star systems. Maybe 6 planets at the most, like Mass Effect, where you travel between the planets. I mean, you could still have missions that take you out into deep space, but I think that if they had tried to limit it to a few planets, they would have been able to have packed more into it. As it was, they spread themselves too thin. Like I said, I get what they were trying to do, and I'm all for that. But what we ended up with was a lot of planets with a lot of nothing. Now, I'm sure that there are still some things that randomly generate that are cool, but most of the good stuff is going to be in the populated areas on the worlds that aren't procedurally generated, on the worlds where nothing really changes. So, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm a Bethesda or Starfield fanboy, but I was never one who, I saw the flaws and I understood the criticism, but I also felt like people directed a lot of hate towards this game for reasons that baffled me. It's like, in the history of gaming, this was not the worst thing that ever happened. At least it actually worked when it was released. There were some glitches, there was some Bethesda bugs. That happens. It's Bethesda. Come on. I mean, do we really expect a Bethesda game to release that doesn't have a Bethesda bug? But people hated this game for reasons that baffle me. And they justified it. Oh my God, the internet. You have no idea. Like, every time I made a Starfield video, for every like, there was at least 2 dislikes. People would literally just show up just to complain about the game. For no reason. And it's like, do you play the game? Well, no, I don't play the game. Well, then what are you doing complaining about it then? You know, it's crazy. It was absolutely crazy. But no, there's no mods like that I'm aware of. Just mods to change your character, your ship, that sort of thing. Transponder information. All Galbank transponders have been fitted with CBR-type encrypted transponder beacons. These beacons broadcast a predetermined long-range unique signature ping using high-frequency hyperburst scatter arrays. The arrays ensure that the beacons are always broadcasting at maximum speed. Self-contained power source that allows them to remain detection capable for up to 250 years. It could be way cool, but no, 1,000 planets is more important. Yeah. I don't think it's a reason to hate the game, though. I mean, at least they were trying something different. They tried, it didn't work out. Maybe next time they'll stick to 3 planets. If there's ever a Starfield 2, who knows? By accessing archive materials, you're hereby consenting to observing proprietary material. I don't want to read that. No, thank you. Well, I literally had so much hate directed at this game that it almost prevented me from playing it. Like, you have no idea. There was so much hype around this game that I was sure that this was going to be the direction my channel was going to go. I was going to be, I know this sounds stupid, I was going to be a Starfield channel It's like, dude, 1,000 planets. And I was thinking, if I made a stream or a video every day where I went to just one planet, just one stream, one video where I explored one planet, that's 1,000 videos, not even including the missions and the side quests. I had delusions of grandeur. I'm like, I'm going to be a Starfield channel. I'm going to devote myself to the lore. I'm going to be like those lore daddies you hear about who's going to deep dive into the backstory of all the factions. I'm going to tell people where to get the best loot. And then the game launched and everyone unanimously decided it was the worst game ever created by the hand of mankind. And my entire hopes and dreams went flushing down the toilet. So I was a little bitter because I remember other games that were way worse and they got a pass. But because it was Bethesda, they didn't. So it took me about a year or so before I finally got, what is the word? Stubborn. Yeah, that's the word. I got stubborn. I basically in one of my last Starfield videos, I basically said, look, it's been long enough. If you're still coming around hating on this game, just stop it. I don't care. You're not going to change my mind. There's nothing you can say in the comments that is going to make me suddenly go, oh my gosh, I never thought of it that way. Let me throw my copy of Starfield in the garbage. It's not going to happen. I'm going to play it. I'm going to enjoy it. And just to spite everyone that hates it and comes into my comment section and downvotes, I'm going to do a Let's Play starting from scratch. And I'm going to do it just to spite the haters. That's what this series is about. This modded Starfield series is literally me streaming Starfield to spite the haters. And I love every single minute of it. Somewhere out there is a person who is physically in pain because I am playing this game. Their mind is breaking in two. They are losing it. They are pounding their forehead against their computer desk. They're screaming at the neighbor, all because I'm playing this game, and that fills me with excitement. Okay, so we successfully infiltrated the bank. We got the information that we needed, and now we are going back to our ship, and we are going to go do something with ourselves. I don't think there's any reason we need to be here. Yeah, I think we're good. Well, no, I want to finish this faction quest before I take on any more side quests.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Oh, I want to see if there's any.
Got anything you need to offer? You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings.
All right.
They'll cost plenty to
What
have
ships
with
do you
it.
have for sale?
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Okay. No, I don't want the watchdog. Nope. No. That's literally the one I have, I think. Oh, I want that one so much. So much. I think I do. How much? My credit, 38,000. No, it's so expensive. The Ranger, the Warhammer. I would rename this Warhammer 20K. The shield breaker. Dude, this is the one to have. Oh my god. Look at those. Look at that light. Look at that light year jump. Look at all the systems. Lasers, missiles, 5 crew. And it can carry a mass of 1.238. And it costs over $250,000. No. Oh my god. Okay, well, this is, you know what? I think there may be better ones.
Nothing for us to do. You're in good flying condition.
Really? Okay, well. What else we got? Did I ever play the other space game? You mean, let me see. I think I know the one you're talking about. It's the one that everyone compared Starfield to as soon as it came out. The one that was broken for a couple of years and the developer finally fixed it. I can't remember the name of it, but I think I know the one you're talking about. No, I never played it. I had a friend who played it. He wanted me to get into it, but I, not No Man's Sky? Okay, yeah, that was the one I was thinking of. Outer Worlds?
What's good, Cap?
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. You're not supposed to look like that, Jasmine. You're not supposed to be wearing a halter top.
Hey there.
Jasmine,
I knew you
need to do
just
something
brought
about
me along to carry your junk.
You do something about your clothes, Jasmine. See, it's supposed to look like that. Okay, I don't know why you're in your halter top. Well, we're gonna have to fix that when
See ya, Cap.
I'll bring you some clothes when I get back to my spaceport.
Got something for me?
If you're referring to the Outer Worlds, I did play it for a bit. I got it on Xbox One, and I had a hard time with it. I was locked at 30 FPS, and trying to aim in that game was extremely difficult. I think the PC version played better. By the time I got around to being able to stream it again,
Lifting off now.
I kind of lost interest, and it seemed like most people were already done with it. Now that's not a problem for me anymore. Even if a game is over, I don't mind. I'll still play it. I'll still stream it. Because you never know. There may be people out there who are new to the game, or who are waiting and they decided to finally give it a shot. Lots of different reasons. Hey, Racer X, just chilling and playing Pokemon TCG. What does that stand for? Oh, did I ever play Star Citizen? No, I did not. I thought about it, but then I heard that it's microtransaction hell. Someone who I follow on YouTube adequately called it Store Citizen, and they showed the prices of some of the different ships and things that you could buy, and it was crazy. all the different, like if you became like if you were a whale and you bought some of the most expensive stuff, that it opened up other more expensive things for you to buy that other people just didn't even know existed. But I would have liked to have played it. All right, we got to proceed to the key. You're more impressed by the gameplay? Well, yeah. Honestly, there have been a few games that I've played recently that have absolutely worked. But they don't get the recognition that they deserve. Or people don't care that they work. They care about the story or how the characters look. You know, oh no, the characters aren't appealing enough, or oh no, I don't like the story, or it's boring, etc., etc. All right.
And you didn't even scratch the paint.
See, a lot of people don't pay attention to a lot of the details that are in this game. For example, we've got a doodle here. Now you'll see this doodle probably in other places, but look at this. Look at this toilet. This is a toilet that is just sitting here. It's not plugged into anything. There's no plumbing. It's just a toilet. But this is the Crimson Fleet headquarters. This is where all the pirate scum and villainy live. So someone actually had the forethought.
Avoid the last nova. Bogs in the funk. That'd kill any mood.
Someone had the forethought to write, do not touch or use. In other words, don't use this toilet. It's not plugged in to anything. So it's just little things like that that I notice that I'm sure a lot of the people who don't like the game would never notice. They're not going to pay attention to that. They're not going to look at that and go, oh, well, there was some care that was put into this game. There was some small attention to details.
Next time you see Bog, tell him to lighten up. Guy's got a real attitude problem.
Dude, I don't want to go talk to Bog.
The fleet is family. Stealing from each other is just what you call a professional courtesy.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gail Dunnigan of SSNN, and this is Galactalk. My guest tonight is one of the most notorious criminals in the settled systems. His ruthlessness and desire for wealth has landed him squarely at the top of the wanted list for every major law enforcement agency in the galaxy. I am, of course, speaking of the self-appointed leader of the Crimson Fleet himself, Jasper Crix. Good evening, Mr. Crix.
Good evening, Gail. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Yes, well, being blindfolded and then grav-jumped to what appears to be an abandoned mining facility isn't exactly what I'd call an invitation.
Well, I'm sure you're not surprised that your request for an interview would come with some very specific conditions.
Frankly, I was a bit surprised to receive any type of response at all. Would you mind telling me why you decided to do this interview?
Because there comes a time in every pirate's life where they have to make an extremely important decision. Do they take a leap and become one of the most legendary pirates in history? Or do they simply sputter on, subsisting on freighters and deep space privateers?
So are we to assume that you're taking the leap? That Jasper Crix is moving on to bigger and better things in his life?
That's spot on, Gale. That's exactly why you're here.
Interesting. Well then, would you mind sharing with us exactly what your particular leap entails?
In due time. There's no rush. In fact, I'd say we have at least 12 hours before the authorities trace this broadcast. Plenty of time to discuss whatever you like.
Oh, all right then. Perhaps the best place to start this interview would be at the beginning of your career.
Please, proceed.
All right, got it. Do 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 do. Yeah, I tell people who have doubts about this game, like I'm fairly certain. I had someone straight up ask about it's like, what do they? How is the game as bad as everyone says? They're thinking about getting it. Blah 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 blah. Do I recommend it? And I'm trying to remember. I think it was in a stream, or it might have been in a video that I made. I can't remember if it was a stream. It was definitely a comment, but I don't know if it was a comment in chat or if it was a comment on a video. I can't remember that part. But I remember replying and saying that if they just played the main story quests and they did every side quest, the game would have quite a bit of playtime. But if they rush it, they could probably get through with it in less than 20 hours and it wouldn't be very satisfying. And that there's really no reason outside of any missions to ever explore any planets. That's kind of sad to say. You don't have to explore any of the planets, but I think you could probably get about 60 hours of gameplay or more. Just doing the main scenario quests and just taking your time going through everything.
The fleet protects our own, but you turn against us, and you're dead.
Is Mina seeing anyone right now?
All right, let's go see what they have over here.
You want to survive? My gear may not be bulletproof, but it's damn near the right protective gear. Let's get you set up.
Crimson Cutter. Not really what I want. No. 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 Nope. I do like the headphones. But what is the difference? Oh, okay. You know, I think I do want to change my Crimson Fleet outfit. And I can't remember, I think I have some of these, but I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to buy that.
I'm here if you need me.
No, stop it.
Too many missions, not enough time.
Now I'm a Crimson Raider, or whatever they're called.
I hope you actually need components. I hate wasting my time.
Sharks are too scared to take the key. Because it ain't no fun when a rabbit comes.
If you got any spare creds or just need to unload some junk, head to the depot.
Need to have Jazz look at my graph drive. I swear it's not jumping to the right place.
Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key. Told me everything that happened.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember why we kicked his ass out the fleet.
Oh, Rokov's not that bad. He turned out to be a pretty helpful guy.
Yeah, that'd be a first.
All right, neighbor, you've made your point. Well, since you're vouching for Rokov, I guess we can give him another chance. All right, now that is out of the way, we can move on to the matter at hand. Crix's legacy. Speaking of which, let me see that data you copied from the Galbank archives. Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Bannock 4. Let's see. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard.
Well, I mean, I'm willing to give it a shot.
I just said the place is EM class. But hey, if you want to commit suicide, please, go ahead and jump there. Don't let me stop you.
Both of you shut up and think for a second. I'm sure Creeks hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how he got around it.
This sounds like a goddamn waste of time to me.
Okay. Well, I'm going to butter up to the boss. Crix wouldn't have given up.
That's the spirit, Rook. That is the essence of the Crimson Fleet that has been slipping away lately. Neighbor, the Galbank data says the transport had a CBR-27 transponder. Can we track that kind of thing? Pinpoint its exact location?
That transponder is military grade. We're talking ultra-bit encryption, constantly reshuffling frequencies. We don't have shit like that laying around. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called the ComSpike. We grab that little beauty, and we'll be able to track anything you want.
All right, here is the plan, so shut up and listen. Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that ComSpike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. I want it. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM-class gas giant problem. And I think I know just who to ask.
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the ComSpike with Jazz, and I'll point us in the right direction.
All right. We'll figure this out. I promise.
I promise? You gonna write that in your diary, little girl?
All right, that is enough. We are in arm's reach of Crix's legacy, and I don't have time to deal with this kind of bullshit. Now, both of you, get the hell out of here and get to work.
All right, let's get this over with. Follow me.
Yay, I'm working with the nicest person ever. I actually kind of like that outfit.
You see security on my tail, and my grav drive just chokes. And you know what I find back there?
You've got stuff to smuggle. I've got the stuff to hide it.
All right, let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award, or am I gonna be very disappointed?
Oh, Neva. Oh. Why do I have the feeling you're going to make more money off this thing than I am?
Well, that's because you'd be absolutely right. You see, everyone above you in the fleet is making more than you are off the same gig. That's why we're all fighting our way to the top. Understood? Good. Now, you might want to hand over that award before I have you tossed off the key. Just a thought.
All right. Here you go. Did I mention that it's cursed?
Well, well, look at that. You followed my directions, and now you're gonna end up with some credits in your pocket. Of course, it would have been more money if you hadn't blabbed about the damn thing to Rokoff, but that's on you. Anyway, here's your cash. Keep this up, and I might even start respecting you.
Yay!
All right, Fleet? We've all got work to do, so let's get to it.
Keep this up, and I may never respect you.
Ship of yours?
All right, report mission progress on the UC Vigilance. All right, I need to go to the bathroom. Bye.
What kind of name is Sysdef anyway?
Dude, he has got to have something better to do than to sit around pondering that complexity of life. Can I unalive everyone? Yeah, I'm sure you can, just like in most of these games. However, if they're mission critical, it probably won't work. They'll just go in a down but not out state, and then after a minute, they'll get back up. there is a mission for the Vanguard where I may have accidentally shot some civilians, and that didn't go too well. What is this junk? Oh, it's a particle turret. Okay, I don't want anything to do with that. Although I wonder if I could blow it up. No, I don't think I can. We've got to go meet my handler. I have to report in my progress. That's the problem with being a deep cover agent. They always want an update on your progress.
We have a clean dock, right on the money.
See if there's anyone new added to the human zoo.
Most of our operations team graduated top of their class at the academy.
No, not yet.
We'll keep the brig ready for any pirates you bring in.
All right.
I saw one of the ensigns get an Alpha Centauri from Officer Trojan.
Hey, Lucky, what's going on? Working hard or hardly working? Well, I guess it depends. 8 hours of live streaming ahead of me.
As organized as they come.
It could be hard work.
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars. Your handiwork, I assume?
Yeah. News travels fast around here.
We told you we'd be keeping tabs on you. So, did you get information for us or not?
Some of the Siren of the Stars passengers might need to be arrested.
Nice work. Any specific evidence you picked up regarding criminal activity should be given to Lieutenant Toft after the debriefing.
If the evidence pans out, you can visit those alleged criminals in our brig the next time you stop by the Vigilance. But for now, what do you have on Delgado and his little ragtag group of pirates?
I wouldn't consider them a ragtag at all. But I was successfully able to steal the Galbank credentials.
Yes, and I heard there were no casualties. Excellent work.
It's not because I didn't think about it.
The hit squad that you took down at the archives. We're taking care of that mess, by the way.
Speaking of which, I assume you copied the information from the Galbank's computers.
Maybe.
Let me see what you got. So the legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that sound familiar, Toft?
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of world.
Well, Delgado will figure it out, unfortunately.
It sounds like you admire that lunatic.
I'm simply warning you about his resourcefulness. The dude has got a serious piece of wood over this Crix's legacy thing.
Call it whatever you like. It doesn't change the fact that Delgado is still a murderer. Your best buddy has killed every single one of our previous informants.
That's enough, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the legacy's transponder signal.
Well, they're on to something called a comm spike. That might be able to solve the problem.
They have information about the comm spike? Damn it.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
Well, I guess you're not in the know, are you, Lieutenant?
Familiar with it. It's a highly classified project. It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years. How the hell did the Crimson Fleet find out about that?
There must be an information leak somewhere, sir. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'll see what I can find out.
Fine. This is what we're going to do. You keep playing along and go after the comm spike. Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out about Bannock 4.
So I guess we're just not going to tell the Navy that I'm going to try to steal the comm spike from them.
Perfect. Just stick with the plan.
Oh, I forgot to select that one. Oops. All right. Let me give you my evidence, Lieutenant.
Heard you made off with something.
Hey, come back here. Don't you turn your back on me. Oi.
Pirates will have you steal anything that isn't bolted down.
This mission is going to require discretion on a number of fronts.
Okay, listen. Here's the evidence.
Anything new to report? Nice work. Let me take a look.
So I found some evidence about Evgeny Rokov.
Tisk, tisk. Looks like Mr. Rokov lied on his application to Trident Luxury Lines about having a clean record. No matter. Next time he jumps from the key, we'll have him picked up. That will be one less fleet captain for us to worry about. That it?
I got this piece of information on a certain Galbank employee who was aboard the Siren of the Stars. Would you not walk in front of me? Rude.
Are you kidding me? Dombrowski was already making a 6-figure salary, and yet he couldn't resist starting an embezzlement scheme. It makes me sick. It's gonna be an absolute pleasure to throw his butt in prison. Find anything else?
Nope. I don't think you would be able to handle that level of excitement if I did.
All right. Keep up the good work.
Okay, so, do you know where the comm spike is being developed?
That information is classified, so even what I do know, I can't divulge. Now, I realize as part of this mission, you'll probably end up finding out anyway, but that's besides the point. For the sake of your cover, it's best you work with whatever information the fleet gives you.
Uh-huh. Will I have access to any SysDef resources while I'm undercover?
We'll provide you with information, but any inventory or ship services, it's best you get from the fleet. It'll help you maintain your cover and also give you an idea of how the fleet's operation works.
Okay. Fair enough.
We'll be here if you need us.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Sure. No problem.
This mission will be tricky. Comm spike will be heavily guarded. I trust you.
A lot of us had our doubts about you. But you're really making progress with this operation. Sentiments are shifting.
Dude, I don't like it when people start talking to me and they walk away mid-conversation. It just makes me want to, like, throw the glove down.
we've detached. Let's get out of here.
Alright, we're just gonna hover in space for a bit. I got the autopilot on. Nothing to worry about. Where's the... There she is. Alright, now look.
Hey, thanks for interrupting my daydream. Looking swell today, Cop. Fine, I'll take that.
Okay, so I need to take your outfit back. And I need to give you something else to wear. There you go.
See ya.
Now you're not just walking around in your bra.
I'm listening.
Must have been a good jump. We're still in one piece. Airlock integrity looks good.
Do 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 do.
Rook.
Nothing like the smell of a dead shark after you cook them with an energy blast.
That guy must really have a thing for shark.
I heard Iswa's sister is some hardcore mercenary. I wouldn't get on her bad side.
All right, Jazz. What do you got?
According to the latest, the comm spike is being developed at UC Star Station SY-920. Location undisclosed.
Fantastic. So how do we disclose it?
We could lean on your smuggling contact. Call in that favor. You know who I mean.
Our friend on Jimson. Nice one, Jazz. I'll make the arrangements. All right, Rook. Next stop, New Atlantis.
I've already
Your
been
connection is Juan Dayu. She's got most of the premium UC smuggling routes locked down tight. If you don't piss her off, she should be able to sneak you past SY-920's security.
Just remember to count your fingers after you shake hands with her.
Great. Premium smuggling routes?
Definitely. We're talking cargo depots, star yards, research stations, and, like in SY-920's case, military outposts. I've never seen someone new to the game have so many contacts. It's the reason we let her join up in the first place. I don't know how she accomplished that. We've been trying to crack some of those places for years.
Okay. Should I expect trouble?
You're in the fleet. You should always expect trouble. As far as Juan goes, even though she's one of our newer contacts, you shouldn't have any problems dealing with her.
There are any.
We'll talk later.
You bet.
All right, Rook. Next stop. Your connection is... If you don't piss her off.
Okay.
Just remember.
Good luck.
Okay, I guess I need to do the first
All right, bro.
one.
Your connection. If you don't piss her off.
Just remember to count your fingers.
Yeah.
I sure hope so. Because she might be our only crack at finding a decent decryption device. Once Juan gets you past the guard dogs, it's gonna be on you to locate the comm spike. According to the data we have, it's in the prototype phase, meaning there should only be a single device aboard the station.
Basically, you break it, you bought it.
Yay. Okay, well, if it's in a prototype phase, how do we even know that it's gonna work?
We paid good money for the information, so I'm sure it works. And if it doesn't, a certain source at Mast is going to have to deal with a very pissed off Neva. And that would be the end of that. You just bring the tech here, I'll do the rest.
Oh, and one more thing. SY-920 is a UC military installation. That means it's guarded by heavily armed troops. And we both know those idiots don't mess around. If you intend to turn the place into a shooting gallery, you might want to be sure you're hauling an arsenal, because you're gonna need it.
Okay, understood.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna arrange a meeting with Juan at Kay's place in the well. In the meantime, I'll make sure Jazz comes up with a solution to the electromagnetic atmosphere problem at Bannock 4.
Okay, you'll make sure. More like, get drunk while Jazz does all the hard work. Typical.
Privileges of rank, my darling. We'll discuss it a little later. And you, get the hell out of here. And don't come back without that comm spike in your cargo bay.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, a pleasure as always.
Hit me up if you got questions.
Oh, no. Thanks, but I'm good.
As long as you put the fleet first, we won't have any problems.
Okay, well, good to know.
I don't trust shielding. I got secret compartments on my ship just in case.
All right, I am going to take a quick break so that I can hydrate, etc. Oh, I need to go down here. So,
What can I help you with? Need me for something, boss?
All right, let's go ahead and make a save. And I will, let me see. Right. So I'm going to take a quick break. And if you guys need to do the same, now is your chance. You can go grab a snack, grab a drink, grab a bathroom, pose that email if you're still needing to do that, make a grocery list, well, whatever. And I'll meet you guys back here in about 5 minutes. So, BRB. All right, guys, I have returned. All right, so we need to meet Juan Dayu in New Atlantis.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty. You're clear.
All right. The New Atlantis Undercroft. Well, I already just walked in there.
Got a call, someone's power kept going out. Know what it was? A heat leech, as long as my leg. Yeah.
Everyone's welcome, so long as you keep your hands to yourself. Understand? No causing trouble in here.
Always nice to see a fresh face around here. You stop in whenever you'd like.
What is this place?
No shortage of hungry mouths to feed around here. Keeps us on our toes. Nothing else. Mom, that's Kay, gets all the credit. Started making sure people felt welcome back when I was just a kid. She had one rule. No causing trouble. Everyone abided by it. Put their differences aside when they came through the door. After a few years of feeding so many mouths, we needed extra credits to stay afloat. Didn't mean for this to turn into a business, but here we are. If folks are willing to pay a little to have some place to feel safe and get a decent meal, well then we'll sure take it.
Uh-huh. Okay. Interesting. Let's see, I gotta go upstairs.
I take it you're Neva's new recruit?
Don't you mean the new Rook?
Ah, you must not be used to pirates being so cordial. But in the heart of New Atlantis, we have to do our best to keep up appearances. I can't afford to be as rough as some of our cohorts. It's bad for business.
All right. And let me guess. You must be the smuggler?
Careful. The walls have ears. SY-920 is one of my regular stops, so I already have the necessary approvals. Neva says you're after a piece of UC tech. So to get it, we're going to need to get you on board. I can do that, but I have conditions.
Great. More rules to follow.
Rules help establish trust, and I can't work with someone I don't trust. If I can be candid, for this job to work, we'll have to do this my way. We take my ship, and you're a member of my crew. But make no mistake, once you board, the risk is entirely yours. This route is highly lucrative, and sacrificing it is not an option.
Okay. So let me guess. You'll just bail if something happens?
It's not personal. If you're caught, that entire installation will be on you. There's nothing I can do for you at that point, except send flowers to your next of kin.
Got it.
Good. Then we have a deal. In any case, when you're ready, meet me at my ship. It's the Jade Swan. And make sure you're prepared for the long haul. Once you're on board SY-920, you can't come and go as you please.
Oh, great. All right. Well, we should ask. So I'd like to know who I'm working with. Tell me about yourself.
I'd like to, but I need to keep a low profile. In my experience, the more people know about you, the more they have over you.
You gotta have somebody you can trust.
Famous last words. But you do this job right, and who knows what the future holds. Anyways, I appreciate the small talk. Delgado's crew aren't usually so chatty. But let's keep our focus on the mission. We can swap bar stories and share scars when we've got enough creds to buy the bar and fix the scars.
All right. How often do you dock at the station?
Enough to be on a first-name basis with the Marines working the comps. It also helps they want us to dock. A cargo ship means supplies, special requests, slates from home. In the void of space, a cargo hauler is a soldier's best friend.
Got it.
We'll talk more on the ship.
Right. Jade Swan. The hell is the waterfall promenade? I want to go see that. Oh, are you kidding me?
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
Yeah, me too. I just ran out, and I didn't think to make more while I was on break. So, I guess everybody knows what that means. The viewport.
Yes?
Not used to people coming up to me.
The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it?
I've never seen this person before. Yeah, it's an impressive suit, if a little intimidating.
Yeah, well, I go all over. A little psychological warfare up front tends to make things easier.
So I'm guessing you're a mercenary then? Or military?
Retired, actually. From too many lives to count. But I've been all those things, yeah. And a few more. I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants. You'd think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other. No, even without that, it's still winner take all.
That's, pretty bleak. Plenty of people are out there helping each other.
Of course. That's what makes the reality so tragic. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Wow. I don't know what to make of that. I really don't.
As you enter the city.
Wait. Oh, for a minute there I was like, who are you and why are you on my ship?
Yeah.
I forgot, this is the Jade Swan.
Hello. Yes? What?
As long as the credits keep rolling in, life's good.
Excuse me.
Nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet.
Glad you're in the fleet. If you weren't, I would have killed you already.
This is a big ship, and I might want it.
Yes?
All right, a few things to note. When we get to the checkpoint, UC military will be hailing us. Let me do the talking. Pretend you're a piece of cargo if you have to.
All right, I'll be as silent as a crate of tissues.
Good. Say nothing and let their minds fill in the gaps. Now, like I said before, once we take off, there's no turning back until this job is done. If you need to take care of anything before we leave, do it. If you want to ask me any other questions, go for it.
No, I'm good to go.
All right, then get comfortable. We leave for SY-920 immediately.
All crew prepare for takeoff. Routing power to engine and craft drive. All systems go.
We'll graph jump the SY-920 from here. Don't worry about your personal ship. The fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry, Captain. I've spent half my life walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle a little banter.
Sounds like you're putting in a request for double duty.
Captain, I retract my earlier statement. For the record, I don't even like gum.
Noted. Just get us there safe.
Roger that.
You've entered secure UC military space. Identify yourself or you will be considered hostile.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu, cargo class ship ID UC 7938, requesting permission to dock.
Identity confirmed. Prepare your ship for scanning. You're clear to dock at docking bay 2.
Looks like we're clear. We'll talk more once we're docked.
Okay. Hello? Howdy.
Need to stock up on ammo next time I hit the key.
Okay, we're in. First things first. The station is enormous, with checkpoints everywhere. To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, you'll need to get to the barracks. There should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance store downstairs. There's an intercom there as well, where we can make contact. Once you get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command bay. But if at any point your cover's blown, I'm gone.
Wow. Okay. What's this about the vents?
This is a star station, so there are plenty of ventilation ducts you can slither into. As far as tactics go...
The hell, do I look like a snake? All right, don't worry. They won't suspect a thing.
I would hope not. But if they do, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Either way, for now, get on that station and find that intercom. We'll talk more then.
Alrighty. Get to the barracks, find a uniform, go to the checkpoints, steal the thing. Frickin' frick. Like, find my way out of here. Maze, rat maze, nest. The hell? That's not the way out.
You with the Jade Swan? Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks. Do your job, keep your head down, and we won't have trouble.
Alrighty, fair enough. I'll just never go near the barracks ever.
All
this cargo?
Hold up. This area is for SY-920 military only. The contents and operations of the facility are classified. Only uniformed personnel are allowed beyond the checkpoint. Yeah, you do that.
All right.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu. And you found the intercom. That's a start. If I'm not mistaken, the maintenance door should be in front of you. If you can find a way to open it, it'll get you past the first checkpoint. I'm not worried. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Anyway, the door will let you access the vents. Go up the vents and to the barracks. You should find a uniform there. The uniform should get you through the checkpoint and to the elevators. We'll talk again once you get to the command bay.
Yay! Oh, you're kidding. No! No, stop! I mean you no harm! I'm one of you! Ah! Don't do it! I didn't make you drop your gun. No! Okay, we gotta... we might have to start that over. I didn't know stealing money was gonna do that. I mean, how did they booby trap their cred stick?
You with the Jade Swan? Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks.
Where did I leave that box? Oh, this place is a damn maze.
Why? Why is that there? Okay, so I have to get a very specific uniform. Oh, oops. No, it's not what I wanted to do. I accidentally pressed the wrong button.
Excuse me.
State your business.
Need to report to the command bay for duty.
Logging ensign level clearance. Go on ahead.
Thank you. Oh, gone. All right. Gee, you think this elevator is wide enough? I mean, it's still a little small for my ego.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu.
Yeah, I made it to the command bay.
Good. And no alarms or warnings on the comms. Music to my ears.
Yeah, well...
If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on. That'll provide some cover. Don't know what you're after, but I'm guessing there'll be another checkpoint. This far down, you might need a clearance code.
I could use the uniform I picked up and walk my way past the guards.
I don't like deliberately drawing attention to yourself, but a disguise is never a bad idea. The uniform won't be enough though. You'll need to find a computer with the code. Try the security office. They likely have a computer there that has what you need. Going dark for now. We'll talk again once you've located your target.
I do need to hydrate. I'll take a break in about 10 minutes, Lucky, and then I'll go grab some hydration. ZX321D. Got it.
Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear it. You're clear, Ensign Zaremi.
Commander Natara, test flights for the latest prototypes are ready to go.
If you aren't assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave.
All right. Lab assignment, Engineering Bay 4, Lab number 4, Gabriel Vogel, project leader permissions. All inquiries regarding the comm spike should be routed through him. Note, level 4 clearance should only be accessed with commander approval. Upgrade security clearance. Engineering Bay 4, elevator clearance granted. Report to Dr. Gabriel Vogel for further guidance. The goal of Project UCE-86 comm spike is to create a highly sensitive receiver capable of picking up communication signals and encrypting them on the spot. Signal range would be star system wide at a minimum of 50 AU. The receiver would be strong enough to pick up traces of frequencies potentially weakened by distance, atmosphere, or gravitational field. Decryption software would be smart enough to both decrypt any signal within nanoseconds and repose any missing or corrupted data. Benefits: distress signals could easily become easy to locate and interpret. UC security could detect hostile frequencies before they become a threat. Hostile embedded messaging could be easily exposed. Communications across the system are greatly increased within fewer delays.
How are the tests for the comms spike going?
Dr. Vogel has put in a request for more personnel. It seems there was an accident.
It's always something with that doctor.
Not to change the subject, but are we concerned about the potential leaks?
No. Until you can provide more substantial proof, we'll keep them monitoring.
Alright. On an intercom, speak with Juan.
Daiyu here. Cargo's almost unloaded. We'll be departing shortly.
Don't forget, I'm your cargo.
You are, and I've delivered you just as Delgado asked. That being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. I'll need to send word to Delgado anyway, if you don't get off that station. But it looks like you'll need to find your own way off the ship. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other vessels you can steal. As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can handle that.
I forgot about that. Don't worry about me. I'm the best there is.
I like the confidence. Either way, you're going to get your chance to prove it. Good luck. If you make it out alive, next time you're at the Nova, I'll buy you a drink.
Gee, thanks. Bye. Just my butt.
I've heard the team is looking for more test pilots.
Yes, if you have experience flying. you should talk to
I've been so stressed out thinking about this project.
I've flown a Discovery last.
Intercepting transponder data in the Alpha system might be promising. According to autocorrelation models, results in risk increased by a magnitude of 2. But we won't tell Commander Natar. What she doesn't know won't kill her.
Wow, that was a long conversation you were having with yourself there, sir.
Wait, who are you? Why are you in here? Did you not see the sign?
Are you the person in charge of Project UCE-86?
Oh, yes. I've been studying decryption of all types for quite a long time. Probably since before you took your first crab jump. Signal protocol, quantum ratchet symmetry, interleaving data extrapolation. You name it, I've lectured on it. I've probably forgotten half of it, but I definitely knew it once.
All right, listen, I'm doing a routine check of the comm spike. I'm gonna need access to the device.
Don't you mean access to the ship? Because the comm spike isn't a device, it's a module. It's attached to a prototype in one of our docking ports. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types, but the results so far have been very promising. It can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval. It really is a wondrous technology.
Right. So decryption on that level has vast military applications. No wonder the UC is interested in it.
Yes, it's not quite cracking the Enigma code, but it will give us a significant tactical advantage. We'll be able to infer everything from battle plans to meal consumption. Not that we'd care about that sort of thing, outside of the effects of diet on combat readiness. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury here and there.
Traumatic
but it's
injury.
all part of the adventure.
Yeah, sounds like it's not entirely ready.
Oh, it's ready. We're long past the inference stage. Statistical models can only go so far. And now that we've corrected the prior mishaps, it's time for real flesh and blood pilots to stress test the systems. The kind unafraid to make the necessary sacrifices. In short, I've requested a full squadron of these brave and fearless Marines to be transferred to the station. They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal casualties, we can present our findings to MAST.
Yay! Well, I'm one of those new test pilots, actually.
Splendid. That was fast. I thought I put in the request this morning.
No, it was
Normally my
yesterday.
requests aren't given this much attention, let alone haste. It seems a tad suspicious.
Well, I mean... Oh, I'm a test pilot. I don't lie.
You make a compelling case.
And, you know, I mean, I was told this was an emergency.
You're right. We do need to hurry if we're going to have this module ready in time.
So, I mean, the reasons are classified, but I've been asked to personally fly the ship.
I see. It would have been nice if they kept me in the loop. I am the project lead, after all. All right.
I mean, you know, internal politics. Somebody didn't want to tell somebody something for fear that they were going to try to take their job. Look, I'm talking here. You're talking over me. Stop doing that.
Uniform you can get.
You're still talking. I'm trying to tell you.
The password you get from me. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing science a great service by undertaking this sacrifice.
Sacrifice? Hey, what do you mean by sacrifice? Okay, I am so lost.
Test pilots only beyond this point.
Where do I get authorization?
All authorizations, and complaints for that matter, go through Dr. Vogel and Commander Natara.
All right.
project you're working on.
Well, I can tell you, but then I... Enjoy it.
Pilot.
Oh wow, that literally took me nowhere.
Commander Natara doesn't have the backing of the scientists here.
Okay, that didn't work at all. Nope.
I was the kid who ate too much heel paste. But look at me now. Green, sea stuff.
Reporting for duty, pilot?
Yup.
Another test flight, huh? You pilots are braver than me. You're clear to pass. Don't forget to schedule the flight in the control center.
Yeah, sure.
Is it me, or does the station seem this way?
Got word. From what I heard. Commander Natara runs the ship, and we respect the chain of command.
All right, we have scheduled our flight, so nothing seems out of the ordinary. That'll give me more than 5 minutes before they send everyone after me.
Prototype ship, you are cleared for takeoff. We'll begin the test on your departure.
All right, it's time to release the Moors. Undocking.
Recording test flight data. Please adhere to the scheduled flight plan and let us know if you have any issues.
All right, I just want to say for the record that I'm the best there ever was. Also, one small step for me, one giant leap for me.
I have something in my pack's got your name on it, Cap. Smooth jump. Nice work. Like a glove.
All right.
Well, well, well. Welcome back, Rook. Looks like you got a new toy for me. Go on in and give everyone the lowdown. We'll take care of things from here.
Oh, look, don't get your greasy, dirty fingerprints all over my brand new ship.
That's a real nice ship you brought in. I can't wait to tinker with it.
What did I just say?
Right on in. We'll take the ship to another port, so Jazz can have a look.
Fine. It's always Gruzbee. We're gonna take your ship, Gruzbee. Welcome back, Rook. Never get any respect. Oh, what's this? Brand new ship? Let me put my fingerprints all over it. Alright. It is time to save. And it is time to take that other break. So let's do that. Because I have to hydrate. So now is your chance to do the same. You can go grab a snack, a drink, bathroom, whatever you gotta do. And I will BRB, guys. All right, I am returned. Sorry it took a little bit longer than it should have, but I was making more coffee. If I'm going to do a second stream after this, I'm going to need the coffee. So, yeah. Anywho, we've got about 30 more minutes to see how far we can get into this quest line. I don't think we're going to wrap it up tonight. And even if we could, I don't know that I want to because I don't want to rush it. So, yeah. All right, so let's see. Where are we at? All right, we need to speak to Juan at the last Nova. So let's go do that.
Every time I see Radley smile, I want to punch him in the face.
Need a drink? Bug at the last Nova would be more than happy to take it.
Wow, she's still got the blink.
Nice to know Neva was right about you. It's good to have a promising rookie with the fleet.
Well, I mean, I find it hard to believe that Neva actually vouched for me.
Surprise? Neva talks tough, and frankly, she is tough. But she's not a machine.
Prove it. Anyway, I mean, I couldn't have done it without you, I guess.
I won't deny I helped. Let's hope the compensation reflects that, huh? Anyway, I believe I owe you a drink. It's the last time I'm paying, of course. Because if Delgado's right about Crix's legacy, you've earned more than your fair share already with that comm spike.
Well, I guess that means Delgado clued you in on what that is.
Yeah, although I get why you didn't give me the details. If I had known this was about the legacy, I might have asked for a bigger cut.
Well, I guess that means that the Crix's legacy is as good as ours.
Sounds like you're on board as a true believer. I have to admit, the way things are going, I'm starting to believe myself. Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink and my debt is paid, it's time for you to give Delgado the good news.
Sure, no problem. Just do me a favor. Make yourself scarce in about a week, maybe less. You know, I'm not saying anything, or you know, I'm not implying anything. You just might not want to be here in case a whole bunch of stuff goes down. Yeah.
Hey, my fellow Rook. How's it going?
Yeah?
Okay, now I know there is a way to get up there.
I like my weapons like I like my coffee. Scalding.
Yeah, I have to go up here.
If I had a Berian crest, I'd run my own city, like they.
I don't like elevators.
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the comm spike, but an entire prototype UC ship. I'm impressed, Rook. Very impressed.
Well, I mean, the comm spike was built into the ship, so I didn't really have a you know, choice.
Should have taken the compliment, Rook. Dale doesn't give those out often. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation. She gave you some really high praise. Said you were a pro.
And from what I hear, receiving praise from Juan Dayu is quite an accomplishment. All in all, a job well done. Now, on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. Comm spike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right, that leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
Okay. I worry that everything's hinging on Jazz getting the tech to work.
Hey, my girl can piece together a jump engine with her eyes shut. Literally, I've seen her do it. So, cut the crap.
Well, you're saying she could build a suit in a cave with a box of scraps?
Home.
All right. Infighting isn't going to get us to the legacy any faster, Neva. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward, we all split the cash.
All right. Yeah, I'm sure we'll all get along just fine.
No. There is no getting along here. You are going to do everything she asks. Follow her instructions to the letter. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose her as a contact, you're going to be answering to me.
Estelle will be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place. I'd say don't keep her waiting, but chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us, so I want you focused. We are one step away from Crix's legacy, and we cannot afford any screw-ups.
All right. Well, I need to go to the bathroom in outer space for about a day.
If you need credits, hit up the mission boards at the core.
All right, it's time to go report in.
What kind of name is sys-def anyway?
I don't trust shielding. I got secret compartments on my ship just in case.
Ba-dum-ba-bum-bum.
Can I help?
Ah, crap, I'm still wearing that thing. let's see. Where's my other clothes at? Oh yeah, there they are. I'll wear those. I'm going to Neon after all. I need to look the part.
Pressure normalizing. Undocking complete. Navigational feedback checks out. We're in the right place. Solid docking job there. Nice work.
It's tough not seeing any action, but securing a station like this is a pretty important duty.
Everything looks clear. I've heard the technology in the station would make the FC surrender before we even started it.
It seems you had quite the eventful mission on your hands. You still have the Crimson Fleet's trust, and you were able to spare lives in the process.
Infiltrating the station without getting caught was kind of tricky, not gonna lie.
But you did so with an abundance of stealth and restraint. That's exactly what we're looking for in a SysDef operative.
Excuse me, sir. I hate to interrupt, but there's still the matter of the comm spike to discuss.
Yes, of course, Lieutenant. Time is short, and we should get to the matter at hand. Please give me your report.
Okay, Delgado has Jasmine Duran working on the comm spike as we speak. It is only a matter of time before she reverse engineers it and equips it on some Crimson Fleet shit.
Then it's just a matter of time before she reverse engineers it to fit
What did I
its
just
purpose.
say?
So what does Delgado have you doing next? Has he solved the Bannock 4 problem?
Yeah. He believes Canadyne conduction grid is neon. In neon is the key.
The conduction grid?
I don't know. Do I look like a scientist?
But is it actually possible? It's 80-year-old tech. Sorry, sir. The conduction grid is how Neon generates its power. It essentially absorbs lightning strikes and converts it to usable energy. It would take a hell of an engineer to modify the technology to handle Bannock 4's EM field. An engineer, like Jasmine Durand.
That's the case. Inform our contacts on Neon that our operative will be touching down there in the near future.
Absolutely, sir.
And before you depart, I wanted you to know that your efforts are helping us gain interest among my superiors. They're finally beginning to believe that we can take down the Crimson Fleet and make amends for the UC's embarrassing mistake.
Well, I'm, well, before that, aren't you concerned that the fleet is getting close to Crix's legacy?
Of course I am, but it's a calculated risk.
Okay, well, I'm pleased that Top Brass is finally taking you seriously.
It's long overdue. All right, I suppose that's all for now. I'll be looking forward to your next report. Good luck. And please, be careful.
Wow, that is a nice payout there, my guy. Oh, oops, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Press the wrong button there. Okay, so tell me, how's everything going?
It's good to have you back. What can I do for you?
You really don't like talking about the past, do you?
You're not gonna let this go, are you? Why do you care so much about my past?
I mean, you were kind of an asshole when we first met. I'm just kind of curious as to what made you that way. You're the one that also implied that you had something to tell me.
You're right, I did. I suppose I'm hesitating because I'm not sure you'll like what I have to say. Would it shock you to learn that I spent some time in prison?
I'm shocked.
I suppose that makes me a hypocrite.
Why would that make you a hypocrite?
Oh, come on. I haven't exactly been cordial about my feelings towards the Crimson Fleet's illegal activities.
Well, I mean, I think it's the exact opposite, but it does explain quite a lot.
Oh, does it now? Was I giving off some kind of ex-con sort of vibe? Well, give me a chance to explain. I grew up in the Well in New Atlantis. Parents made barely enough money to keep the lights on in our apartment. After I dropped out of school, they begged for me to look for work. But I realized it was a lot easier to simply take whatever I wanted instead. A year after that, I'm a career criminal with UC security breathing down my neck, and my parents kicking me out of the house.
Okay. I'm waiting for the bad news. Wait, that would be kind of a jerk thing to say. Okay, so, but you did what you had to do is so cliche. But okay, let's go with it.
That's just it, though. I was having the time of my life, earning way more than I needed to simply get by and loving every minute of it. Back then, if you would have told me one day I'd be wearing this uniform, I'd have said you were out of your mind.
And yet, look at you now.
Thanks. I'm quite proud of where I've ended up. Let's just say the years after my time in the Well were filled with highs and lows. Look, the point is that I felt you deserved to know a bit about my past, to know where my anger towards the fleet comes from.
Well, I think being a criminal in New Atlantis is a long way from running with the Crimson Fleet.
Longer than you can possibly imagine. Well, I think you've had enough for now. You get the point. Let's get back to it before Keyboy writes us a citation for loitering.
All right. See, I think what it is that when you're a criminal like that and you're having fun, it's always going to come at the expense of innocent people. And you may justify it by going, oh, well, they've got more than their share. They can part with some of it. But still, people get hurt. So that's probably why
We'll be here if you need
it would
us.
be a sore spot
Do you
for
have
her.
anything to report?
Once she realized that she was hurting people, or she was causing people to suffer, and then she became on the other side of the law, then it became a matter of principle.
It's tough not seeing any action, but securing a station like this...
So That's something that I think that they could have written in there. But I get it. You have to read between those lines a little bit. Let's go pay a visit to the brig. I want to see the fruits of my labor. Pardon me, coming through. Make a hole. All right.
There's been rumors of soldiers smuggling personal items into...
Welcome to the brig. As a member of SysDef, you may talk with the prisoners as long as you are mindful of operation security. As a personal rule, I simply ask that you adhere to UC Navy standards of cleanliness at all times. That means no mud on your boots.
All right. Why the focus on cleanliness? I mean, what if I came in here with dirt under my nails?
Besides the fact that it's healthier, a sanitary brig is important for station security. In my experience, a prisoner will hide a shiv under a flake of dust if you let them. The cleaner a space is, the easier it is to spot irregularities, both inside the cell and out.
He is absolutely serious.
Keep the floors and your nose clean and you can stay...
Oh, look who we got here! Hey, buddy.
There you are. I was wondering when you'd visit. Should give us a little time to catch up.
Well, I'm surprised you're taking this so well.
Well, of course, what choice do I have? Thanks to my own stupidity, my second chance to return to the Crimson Fleet is long gone. And by the time I get out of prison, any hopes I had to return to that life will have fully disappeared.
Dude, you had a life. You were a person in charge on a luxury ship. You had champagne, and you want to go live in that infested sewer, with pirates. Nah, I'm not gonna pretend to feel bad about it. Yeah, you would have been better off remaining a Starliner captain.
Yes, well, apparently that's off the table as well. Trident tends to shy away from rehiring convicted felons. Well, anyway, glad you popped by to say hello. Now, if you wouldn't mind letting an old man get his rest, I'd appreciate it.
Yep. I assume Trident is pressing charges?
Oh, yes, quite aggressively. The illegal team will very likely grind me into the dirt, and there isn't much I can do about it. The amusing thing is, I don't even think they care very much that the heist went down on their ship. That's a given risk for them. I think they're more embarrassed I was able to gain the position as captain of the Siren under false pretenses in the first place.
Well, I think I did you a favor putting you in here because SysDef is taking down the Crimson Fleet.
So you're saying I should be happy that you took me out of the line of fire. I have to confess, I never thought of it that way. Last thing I intended to do with my life was go out in a blaze of glory on Neva or Delgado's behalf. But at the same time, my freedom's gone, so I'm not exactly popping the cap off the vodka bottle and celebrating either.
True enough. Well,
you really pulled a number on me, Agent. Well done.
Thank you, thank you. Now to go pay a visit to my other victim. I mean, capture. Where are they?
It's tough not seeing any action, but securing a station
I've
like
already
this is a pretty important
talked to
move.
that person. All right. Oh, there they are. Well, well, well. Larry Dombrowski.
I assume you're here to commemorate my terrible misfortune?
You assume correctly, sir. I'm, I assume you mean the fact that you incriminated yourself with the audio recording.
Ah, yes, the infamous evidence that you procured. Bravo, detective. Allow me to congratulate you on your sleuthing skills. That recording was quite a find. I must admit that I was short-sighted when it came to Ms. Swift's ingenuity. I shall not make that same mistake twice.
Bro, you're not Moriarty level of criminal mastermind. You're like if Elmo got a baby diploma as amateur detective or amateur villain. You know, that sort of thing. Anyway, I just want to say, you brought this on yourself.
I had assumed you would say that very statement. How predictable. I'm almost disappointed. Well, as much as I detest being the bearer of bad news, I have to disclose that you're wasting your time. You see, this imprisonment is merely an insignificant hindrance. I don't foresee being incarcerated in perpetuity. In fact, I would wager that my legal team will have my release expedited within the month.
Oh, well, I doubt that very much. This is the UC Vanguard SysDef we're talking about, and there is a long string connecting you to the Crimson Fleet.
Oh, I assure you I'm speaking the truth, but there's no call for disappointment. Due to your actions, my tenure with Galbank has been terminated, and several million credits in fines are being levied against me. The day is yours, Agent. You should be proud.
Well, I appreciate the compliment.
You're quite welcome. Well, enough idle banter. I've taken up more than my share of your valuable time. Honestly, this interaction has been quite pleasurable. Do feel free to stop by and gloat at any time. Good day.
Hey, Leon, how's it going? Oh, I need to check something. All right, everything is still good. No frame drops. Awesome. All right. Let's continue. All right. Good day, Mr. Larry.
I've heard the technology in the station would make the FC surrender before we even started another war.
Clamps released.
All right. Let me see. We been streaming about almost 3 hours, so it is about time to wrap this up. I am going to take us to my base. So I need to take us to Tau Ceti, I think. Which is where? Tau Ceti, right here. Celia! Need to hydrate. No problem. Consider myself hydrated.
Nice jump. We're right on target.
Bum 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 bum.
Hey.
I don't know who is answering from my personal space station.
Hello. Howdy. Okay, hello. Yes. Hey.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to undock. I want to get in there. All right. Home sweet space station. All right, so we are gonna put some stuff on this mannequin here. Let's see. Also, this is a mod, by the way. So, yeah. Let's see. Well, I guess we can end it here in my messy bedroom. All right. Well, we have successfully infiltrated the Gal Bank. We used the stolen credentials from the last stream. We got the coordinates roughly for where the missing ship went down, the Legacy. And we are on track to go to, I think in the next stream, we're going to go to Neon, and we're going to figure out something to do with their power grid that is going to help us get onto the EM planet, because, you know, EM pulses electromagnetic stuff and ships just don't vibe. So we're going to need one of those, and we're going to use the thing that what's her name is making, and we're going to get in there and we're going to get on that ship, and we're going to be rich. And in the process, I'm going to send every single one of them to jail. So that ought to be fun. I think we may be able to finish this faction quest in the next stream, assuming I don't fail a certain part of it that's coming up. Because, yeah, there's going to be a lot of fighting in space, probably. Most likely, definitely. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out. I'm going to take about a half-hour break, and then we are going to proceed with stream number 2. We're going to be doing some First Descendant again, but this time we're going to be playing on the PS5, so it's not going to overload my PC, because the game is extremely unoptimized for PC. So hopefully that all still works out really well. So yeah, look forward to the next stream in about a half hour, coming up about 1 o'clock. And I will see you then. So thank you all so much. Have an amazing day. Keep being awesome. And if I don't see you in the next stream, I will see you in the next one that I'm able to see you. So, later.